difficulties with this video and I lost the intro sadly, so there is no intro, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. So we'll start with our hair pulled to one side, and then I'm going to take a clear elastic and wrap that around to make a ponytail. Now that I've done fishtail braids a number of times, I don't use this anymore, but when I was starting out, I found this really helpful for just getting the hair secured and getting things going in the beginning, and then we'll remove that at the end. So you'll take your hair and divide it into two sections as equal as possible. Then we'll take a section from the outside of one of them. It doesn't matter which one you choose to start off with. It'll choose the one closest to the front. We're going to take a section of hair from the outside. We're going to wrap it behind and pull it into the second section. You can choose to wrap it in front, but for this particular hairstyle, because it's going to be facing out this way, the detail will show much better if you wrap it behind. And then should you choose to do your fishtail at the center of the back of your head, you can take the sections in front, like towards the front of your face, because then you'll get more detail facing out backwards. So this will give us more detail facing forwards by pulling it behind. If you want it to face out that way, then you pull it closer to, like, towards your face. So we'll take another section from this side, and I've crossed it behind and pulled it in to the first section. Then we're going to repeat that process. So you'll take a section from here, from the first side. I'm going to pull it behind to the second side. And from the second side, behind to the first side. So we'll just make sure we're pulling it tight as we're going through, because we're going to go and loosen these at the end. And if you've done it really loosely when you start off with, then it's going to fall apart really easily. So you just want to make sure that you're pulling your braids tight as you go. You can decide what you want your braid to look like. You can sort of alter it a little bit based on how much hair you're pulling in each time. So if I'm choosing a smaller section, I'm going to get more detail because there's going to be more layers. Like in the end, you're using up all this hair. And if you take smaller sections, then you'll have a much more detailed looking braid. Whereas if you take larger sections, there'll be obviously less layers to it, less sections. And you can also mix it up. So some people like to do their braids where they do maybe 4 or 5 small ones and then one large section on one side, and 4 or 5 small ones and one large section on the other side, and that creates like a really interesting sort of boho look. But it's really up to you what you want to do with this hairstyle. So if you've got layers in your hair like I do, and you know it's about to come out, like this layer is towards the end and it's going to stick out, you can twist it. It's not perfect. Sometimes you will still have little flyaways, but this is a very forgiving hairstyle. So if you do have some flyaways, that's okay, because when we pull it apart later, we can hide them or we can wrap them in the back and tuck them behind. So now that I'm close to the bottom, I've got a couple inches or a few inches left. I'm going to secure it with another clear elastic. There we go. And then we can remove the elastic from the top here. So if you don't have any flyaways like I do here, and you want your braid to be really perfect and together, then you can stop there. That's it for the fishtail braid tutorial for that part. But if you want more of a loose, sort of fuller look, a little bit more relaxed, then we're going to pull apart our braid. So we'll start with grabbing onto a section of hair. And now some people like to leave the elastic off and sort of go through part way. I just find that I have better luck when I've got it secured at the bottom, and I just don't secure it like really tight yet. So I'll start at the top and grab onto a section just a little ways down. I'm going to take a piece from the outside and just pull it a little bit. I'm going to go through, take another piece and pull that a little bit. So I'm holding on here, taking one of the sections towards the outside of it and then pulling up. So get a little closer. Take a section, so I'm holding, taking a section, and then pulling. And you can go through even and just pull it, like grab here and just pull to loosen it first. And you can take those little flyaways and tuck them in. It might be a little bit finicky. I don't know if I'll be successful there. There we go. So you can go through and just pull it apart to loosen it, or if you really want it more full, then grab it and pull out some pieces. Now it's really up to you how you want it to look. It will sort of settle down a little bit more. I find that my hair, when I pull it apart, it will pull apart for a while and then it sort of settles a bit more, so you can fiddle around with it throughout the day. I really love this hairstyle because you can make it your own and play with it throughout the day. Or what I'll do sometimes is throw my hair in a fishtail braid and go to sleep, and then wake up the next morning and it's got this sort of messier look, and I really like that I'm able to just get up and go and wear it. But that is it for our fishtail braid tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I hope that was educational for you. If you have any questions, comments, or requests for other tutorials, then just leave those in the comments below. And if you like this video, of course, click the subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.